Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mountain Bike Q&A. I'm your host, Johnny U. Thank you guys so much for coming in. I know it's a late one if you're on the East Coast. Excuse me. Good Lord. I felt like I was breathing through a straw there for a second. Anyhow, it's early for you kids on the West Coast. It's 6 o'clock. But I appreciate you guys coming here. As always, if you want, if you could, if you're new to the mountain bike Q&A thing, there's a like, subscribe button down there. Go ahead and hit it. If not, it's okay. But if it makes me feel good inside. And then also on the Spotify and the iTunes, if you could leave a review or just listen there, maybe leave one of those little star things, hit the star button. Man, I'm breathing weird today. Sorry guys, I've been out on a boat all day and just it knocks you out. But guys, I met Ed and Cyndi out at Sky Park a few months ago for the Ride and Shine, and just what an incredible couple. And I was just like, I gotta have these guys on. And I can see there's a lot of people that want them on too, because I can see the comment section over here, and it's great. So let's not listen to me. Let's bring these kids on. So everybody say hey to Ed and Cyndi. Hi.
How you guys doing?
Hi.
MTV Ferals. Look at this. Hold on. Let's go to chat here. Emmanuel Jimenez. Do you know Emmanuel?
Yep.
Yeah, hey.
The whole
Just
shot
read with him just recently.
Yeah, we saw him the other day at Sky Park.
That's Emmanuel. The whole shot is someone else's podcast, but gosh darn it, I'll give it to you if you want it. Hey.
I know who he's talking about.
MTV Tank. What's going on, brother?
Hey.
The Trail Ducks. What's going on? You know him. My wife says hi. She's MTV TNA. So we'll just stop it at that.
I see what you did there.
I almost sent some handcuffs home with Johnny. Oh my gosh.
What?
MTB and Moto Adventures. Yo, bro, what's going on? Hey, thanks for stopping in. Haven't seen you in a while. Kaz Ozeki.
We know Kaz.
You know
Hey,
Kaz?
Kaz.
Kaz is good people. You're saying hi to everyone. And then we got Teddy Parker. Hands down my favorite couple.
Hey,
in
he's
mountain
I
hanging
bike.
saw
out
him
at
this
Sky
afternoon.
Park.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How's the park going? How's the park?
Oh my gosh, it's nice.
Is it
It was
riding
all
good?
we had dough out today all over the place. Everybody was just flabbergasted about that. We had the Renaissance fair that was King Selwyn's birthday. So we had turkey legs, corn on the cob, like about this big.
What?
Yeah, it was insane. Then we had everybody dressed up. There were even dressed up riders out there, and
What?
yeah,
Wait,
they're
what did they
dressed out
dress
in
like?
they're in Renaissance gear
way.
and out there pedaling away.
What?
Any jesters?
No jesters.
Aw.
No, what are those guys on the horseback with the knights with the
Oh no, but
metal?
we want to do jousting
On mountain bikes? That'd be
On
so
mountain bikes.
awesome.
Semi-real.
Sky Park is such an amazing. Holy cow! Is that your job or?
This is my job right now. Yes.
Oh, you're
I
so
started
lucky.
with them. We've been going there for like 6+ years, and just how do you turn this down? And we come from Orange County. We met a lot of people out there. We did a lot of group rides. We had this community that we would just ride with. Not to throw names out there. Bomber Crew, and then we went to Adam Mock's rides. We've been to Tony the Outsiders rides. Met MTB Allen's rides. Then we did Socal Adventure rides when they did.
Wow.
Then we had MTB Generations rides, and this large community that we saw up there. We thought we were going to lose everybody.
Right for autism.
Yep, right for autism.
Yeah,
and then all these things start coming up here, and it's like ride and shine, get to see everybody. We moved up here and we're like the last year, and we're like, I wonder how, when can we go down? It was kind of like difficult to be up here and then shoot back down.
Yeah.
But we don't miss anybody because they come up to us.
Yeah.
You know, they come up to the park. Cyndi likes to go there on the weekends. You know, it just works out really great.
But so do you actually live near Lake Arrowhead or?
Yeah.
We ran away to the mountains. We live in Crestline.
Last year, this is our full year up there now, you know.
Man, I got to tell you something. Though I'm a flatlander here in South Florida, Miami. Driving up that mountain is the most white knuckling thing I've ever done.
I remember talking to you about that.
Yeah. It's a little treacherous sometimes, especially when there's fog. It's like driving into a white wall. It's crazy.
Oh, folks, I know you guys do it all the time, but I seriously,
I work up here. You know, she goes down the mountain.
Yeah, I go to Anaheim Monday through Friday.
Oh, people are honking at me, and I'm like, just leave me alone. I'm on the right side, and there's that guardrail that's like 2 feet high. Like that's going to keep me from plummeting to my death. Oh.
And then goodness forbid if there's a big old rock in the road.
Oh yeah.
Oh my! Going down, I was fine. Like it was playful. But that's, you know, what's funny is that's how I am with the mountain biking at Sky Park. Since I'm a flatlander, going down, I'm breaking.
You're like zip, zip, zip.
I'm like, and I was riding behind her, Cyndi. The one time she was pushing me. Like, I was like, she's going, I'm going. I feel it. I felt confident with her. She was riding. I'm like, normally I'm like, you could pour water on the brakes and just.
Remember that's Ed's story behind me.
Oh, it's so funny, but. The mountains, and it's such a beautiful place up there. Where did you guys start out with the mountain biking?
Well, so I was in Lake Forest and he was in Santa Ana.
Yeah. So I rode like Fullerton. We rode like Irvine Park. We did Whiting Ranch, Santiago Oaks, which is Irvine, and then branched out to like Aliso Canyon, you know, the Laguna side too. You know, O'Neill was a really great trail. And then we also biked with our scouts.
Oh, 50
our son
miles.
was in the scouts, and then we would do like 50-mile rides. We would ride to the beach. What? You know, oh yeah.
Yeah, all the way from like Lake Forest to Dana Point.
Yes, that's a great ride too.
Wow.
And then there's a ice cream place right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, we're going down a ravine from O'Neill Canyon and just traveling down the system and cutting through a neighborhood here and there. And then you end up smack dab on the beach. Yeah. Yeah. That'd be a great trip, you know, just to take during the day.
I lived in Los Angeles and just going to the beach, we would go down, just ride on the street back then. But I mean, we did a bunch of trails, but just ending up at the beach there.
Yeah.
It was so cool. You'd go to Santa Monica Pier and
that's a fun place.
It's a great place to just go, oh, now I got to turn around. And we did the Los Angeles River.
Oh yeah.
So that's how we rode down to the beach in Orange County was the river.
Yeah.
The river.
Yeah.
Seth was here. He was here. He's still here. I think he's still here. What's going on, brother?
Heart-shaped glasses.
Oh, I love those the heart-shaped.
So funny.
But so let's bring it back a little bit further, if you don't mind. How did this happen? How did this happen?
I just knew her from her work. So I used to shop at her work and go in there with my buddy who shopped with her. And then all of a sudden, I started shopping on my own to say hi. And then, you know, 4 years pass, you know, and we're still very good friends, you know, and we're talking more consistently and everything like that. And it just got to a point where, you know, we really were attracted, you know, we started communicating through Instagram, you know, then it was like, hey, can I have your number? You know, I was like, okay. So then we're talking and then, you know, 10 hours later from 6 o'clock on Sunday to about 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday morning, you know, we just kept talking and that was a clincher for us.
Yeah. And then we started hanging out and we honestly never stopped hanging out.
Basically.
I love that. You know, it's that person that you can have those long talks, like your 10-hour talks. Like you said, like that chick downstairs that I married. But you remember, those are those moments where you remember and you're like, you're just sitting there talking like all night long and it never stops and you don't want it to stop. And that's great.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
That's when you know it. Look at the way he's looking at you right now. Holy cow. It's those glasses. I love
And now
those
we like
things.
lay next to each other. We're texting next to each other.
Watching the same thing next to each other.
Or watching different things next to each other.
You're like, oh, I'm going to send this to you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
exactly,
that's
totally.
tons of that.
So you guys have been together for how long now?
So 2019 in September.
Oh, okay.
So that's, what is that? 5? This will be our 5-year. Yeah, 5 years.
Oh.
And then the October 22nd will be our second anniversary.
Yeah.
Married.
Wow. So you've been married for 2 years. Beautiful.
Yeah, we do need the heart-shaped glasses.
She definitely needs them. What so and when you guys got married, I was doing a deep dive on your Instagram. Did you get married at Sky Park?
No, we got married at Santiago Oaks, and we did mountain bikes, and like we had all kinds of pictures and like parts of mountain bikes, and we had Gravity Cycles come, and
oh wow,
you know, because they're our friends, we love them so much. They helped us with our wedding invites, and but you see the little bike parts up there. And
yeah, I saw a bike. So I had just maybe it was like, did they get married?
Well, that's at Santiago Oaks, and
just outside of Irvine Park on the other side.
It was our favorite place to go mountain biking together. Wow. That's where he introduced me to mountain biking. Because I didn't mountain bike before Ed.
No, it was probably like what? That we started dating October?
It was
September. I'm sorry, September 8th. And then by the time it was Christmas, I had already gotten her out to Sky Park.
Yes. Yeah.
On an XC rally bike.
Yep. From the 80s.
Yeah. 100 mil travel, hardtail.
It was at least titanium, so it was light.
That's
with my palm on her, back,
helping me up the mountain.
Helping her up the mountain. Because my bike's assisted.
Thank God for e-bikes. I wouldn't have been able. I can't. I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad bike for Sky Park. Is actually, I think I could probably do it. I mean, but it's nice to have an e-bike.
I love Sky
42,
Park. Seriously.
I had an injury, a work injury. And so like right after the recovery and rehab and everything, it was just like, well, what else can I do, doc? And he's all, well, move it or lose it, Yeah. And at that point, I was really shopping for an Indian bobber, and then it was like, well, if I do that, I'm not going to be moving. So I ended up shopping for a bike and got a nice Trek. It was a Trek full stash, and started riding at Irvine Park, but it was too fresh of an injury and I wasn't rehabbing well enough. So then I found another one, had to return that one. Then I found the bike that I own now, which still amazingly is running after 6 years, the Specialized Evo. Yeah. And so if you've ever seen it, it's really flashy. It's got graphics from Troy Lee all over it. And then I cover the I and the L, so it says Special Ed.
Oh, that's awesome.
So everybody recognizes the bike. Everybody recognizes us.
But so, Cyndi, how did you was it one of those things where like, well, this is something he likes to do, so I'll go along with it?
Well, so it started out like that, like we would ride, we had this like river trail by my house, and we'd go up and down that. We'd go over to Cook's Corner and back to my house, and then he started taking me to Santiago Oaks, and then like, I had a little bit of things happen in my family, like with my mom, and he got me out on the trails, and it really helped like clear my mind and settle my heart, and just like really make me feel like I was kind of like flying with the birds in a way, I guess, because they would like literally fly next to you and it would just feel so good, and you'd have to be like on point, so. But yeah, I fell in love with mountain biking, and Sky Park is like literally my most favorite place in the whole wide world.
I think that's amazing that, like, I mean, it could have been something you didn't, but you didn't grab onto, but you did.
Yeah.
And I think it's what's great is that, like, you know, my wife doesn't ride, and that's my thing. But the fact that you two are together and get to share those moments together is amazing.
And we're both kind of like introverts too. So that's our only escape, you know. It's like, you know, we go from the home, we go to our work, and then it's like all of a sudden mountain biking, it started getting us more out there, you know. And then our son, he rides too. So it was amazing to watch his progress from 13 on a hardtail, you know, to now 16 on his specialized and stump jumper. And he's clearing jumps like nothing. He could ride. He'll not ride for like 3 weeks, jump on his bike and hit session, you know, until he's tired.
I go down jump line, comment like it's no big deal.
Now, the Sky Park is the GoPro effect is real there. Yeah. And I know you guys all do it, and you guys ride Sky Park all the time. You're downhillers. But I saw a comment from the bottom when people take that little drop and then hit the step up.
Oh yeah.
That was real.
Yeah.
I was like, that is something to be, that's amazing.
It's a great trail to progress on too.
Yeah, maybe next time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Ed is like really good at leading, because I've been down it a couple times, and Ed will have me follow him, and he's really good at like calling out like all the features, and he's like really helped me progress a lot as a rider, just because I'm kind of afraid of a lot. So he helps the fear go away, because he'll like call out everything, you know. So
yeah, I needed that. What was it? I saw Elias Venikava.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we met up, or I saw him, was like, hey, because you want to ride. So he took me down Donner and Blitzen.
Oh, that's a fun one.
Yeah, they're fun, but what I saw on YouTube was not in real life.
Oh, they skipped a couple pieces, huh?
It's the GoPro effect. Everything looks flatter than it really was.
Right.
And he's down there already. He's eating a pizza. He's like taking a nap, and I'm like squeezing my brakes, just crying on the inside.
All the dust is kicking up.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing. It's so dusty there. I'm afraid that I'm going to be slipping out. Or
oh yeah, it gets really nice during the winter when it starts to wet up, you know, and the dirt just, you know, grips perfect. But right now we're right at the end of fall, at the end of summer, entering fall. And, you know, it just turns to silt, you know, sometimes. So now you got to increase your awareness even more.
Yeah.
You know?
No. You smiling, just dirt all in your teeth.
Yes.
Dirt unibrow.
The dirt brow.
Sometimes
dirt brow.
A fur from a doe crossing the path.
Oh, yeah. We've had that a couple times. Deer runs past and you're just like, whoa,
deer. Yeah, that I cannot. That is going to be my yearly pilgrimage, is Ride and Shine.
100%.
Best event.
Yes.
I've done it twice now, and it just feels like home.
It's so good. The vibe is so good. Like the energy. I love the community. Like he was saying, we were introverts, so like our friends are like our neighbors and our mountain bike friends. Like I have a couple of friends, but like our actual friends are like mountain bike community and our neighbors. And then I have like
you're introverts. You're introverts, yet you'll come on a podcast.
Yeah.
Share your life. That's what most people do.
Well, you know, we're just thinking like, you know, it's just you and us. And
yeah, it is. And then Seth. There's Seth. Yeah, great event. Everyone is so awesome there. That is a truly amazing event. That was like one of my first times ever being to a mountain bike event. Because again, I'm not like you guys, hardcore mountain biker. I'm a mountain biker. I'm a hobbyist. I love doing it. It's something I love doing. But like that community out there,
it's so good.
It's mind blowing.
The best vibes. Like, gosh.
I almost feel like you don't even need to mountain bike. You can just hang out in the parking lot.
Yeah. Like you can get an injury and still hang out with the community and be fully a part of it, you know?
And now Ed, how did you get into Sky Park? How did you get involved with Sky Park? Was that something you've always wanted to do, or?
No, it was just well, that was always the joke. You know, we were working when I was working down below in the during COVID. I ended up taking a job with her brother's trailer shop, and that was my COVID job right there. Mm-hmm. So I kept going, repaired hitches, installed hitches, repaired RVs, repaired trailers, did a lot of cutting and tacking. I was really good with measuring. So it's like, it was easier for me to put me on a project, then have somebody follow up and then complete the welds and then the install and stuff like that. Yeah. I wasn't the greatest welder, but I had, great, customer service, and I liked it, but my hands didn't. So I knew coming up here, it's like, oh, I had to find something, but right off the bat, they needed somebody in admissions, and we came up just before winter. So that was perfect. Yeah. Loved it up in the front, admissions liked me in the front because I was knowledgeable with the trails, and great personality to hang out with all them too. Yeah. And then, yeah. And then imagine this, in a red vest, a candy cane necktie, and a hat, I look like Santa Carlos.
Santa Carlos.
So then Brandon, our supervisor, he's seen me many years, over the years and stuff. And, during the break that in between from spring to summer, he's like, hey, do you want to try it out? And I'm like, yeah. And he's all, I need instructors. And like, I'm like, oh, I'll be instructing too. And that was great. So first weeks out there, no instruction whatsoever. Start hiking, start digging, start watering.
Wow.
just maintaining the whole trails, and it gets you in shape really quick.
Yeah. He lost so much weight, got all trim.
Lost 25 pounds, lost 25 points on my blood pressure. It was amazing.
I gotta start
learning. Yeah. And then learning how to instruct others, that was just like one of the greatest perks ever on this job, teaching young riders, teaching, adult riders, older riders, that was the best part of the job right there.
So now
someone else find their joy?
What?
Do you coach? So you coach?
Yes, we instruct.
Okay. Now do you certify people?
Brandon certifies us. So I got certified through our supervisor. We got CPR training, and then we do safety drills with our safety crew. Okay. And then, and we're just able to, be on the front with the mountain biking that happens on property. We patrol the trails, we maintenance the trails. We answer questions all the time. We ride with people, if we have extra time, we get out there and basically we, just love tucking to people, riding with people. And then we do a lot of things with the locals or people that want to show up. Like during the summer, we did Kids Club, which was 2 hours in the morning on Wednesday and 2 hours in the morning on Wednesday, 2 hours in the evening Wednesday. Then we did 2 hours Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday, and we just took a bunch of kids and we take them around and we get them more used to the trails, used to their bikes, teaching them with a fun aspect to the whole thing. So watching these kids, encircle us, we'll do foot down exercises, we'll do cones, we'll take them from the Meadowlands all the way to the pump track and get them out on the pump track. And then we progress down dark forests. Then we progress to lower sleigh ride. And then we progress to the back half of tree line, and then these kids get an idea of all the different styles of riding, and watching kids who could barely start off, pedaling to taking off in front of you, it's just great.
It's cute whenever I go there on the weekends and then I hear the kids like ride by. They're just like, "Hey, Ed," and I'm like, "Aw."
Now, do you go when he's working? You just go, "Oh, hey, honey, I'm gonna go."
Yeah, like I show up on Saturdays and Sundays, and he's working, and I'm just like riding around all the trails
if
that I
we're
love.
Lucky, we get a ride together.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a dream job.
Yeah, best job ever. I'm so jelly.
You're like, best job because I get in free. What now? Tree line. I didn't do that one.
Oh, it's so amazing. It's such a beautiful course. It's like at the far end of the park and it goes through all the trees. It's kind of like more of an XC course, but if you have an e-bike, you know, but it's beautiful. It's one of my favorite trails there.
It's a lot of climbing and descent, very narrow trails through saplings. There's like several of them that you have to travel through.
Yeah.
You know, and then there's some pop-off points every here and there, you know, just to keep it more interesting, you know. And, you know, it starts where the pump track is, and then it dumps you out all the way back to where the pond is.
Yes.
I don't know from pump track. I didn't see.
You didn't see the pump track too?
See, this is why I have to come back. There's so much I haven't.
But we're gonna ride with you the day before and take you throughout.
Yeah, the problem with the day before is that 3-hour drive that I got to do from LA to, and I stayed at the Skyview Inn right down the street.
Oh, nice! Wow, that's awesome.
Oh, it was so
like
beautiful.
Right across the street.
I don't know if you've ever been there. It's the most.
I've never been.
Folks, if you're listening, go to the Skyview Inn. If you go to come in from out of town, it's adorable. They fix you a breakfast. You sit out there. You look at the top of trees.
That's so cool. So is it a bed and breakfast or?
Yeah, I guess it's I guess, yeah, it's a bed and breakfast, if you will. You stay in, there's like little rooms. It's like a house.
Oh, that's so cool. I've always passed it, but I didn't know what it was.
Oh, they've got the cutest little rooms, and there's this lady who I guess owns it. She's at the desk, and she goes, "Can you want breakfast?"
Aw.
Yeah. You know, you got to pay for it, but it's the most adorable.
Our next endeavor is to stay at the Airstreams across at the Sky Park.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I know. My first year, first year, I hung out with Mark and Joey. He rented an Airstream.
Oh, cool.
And that was the coolest thing. We stayed
at all camp there.
Where did we stay? We stayed at the Honey. Oh, it was the Lake Arrowhead Resort.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. Okay.
Resort. If you've been, you know. But what a great area. How far are you guys from that?
I think 15 minutes, maybe. 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, we're not too far at all.
Yeah.
I don't think I could live that close because my wife, there's a Coach store.
Oh, I seen that.
Yeah.
That's like where all the trendy shops are at Lake Arrowhead Village.
Emmanuel says you two are some of the nicest people I've ever met. Love seeing you guys whenever you ride together. Now, do you get a chance to ride together?
Yeah.
I was gonna say he works and you ride.
My days off they were typically Monday, Tuesday, you know. So I would go down on my day off, take the bikes with me to Orange County where she is, and then we would do Fullerton Loop whenever we could. Okay. You know, so that's about the only time we get to really, you know, bike with each other and meet other friends down there.
Say hi to Craig and Vanessa. Yeah. Once in a while, we'd see JoJo Mamacita.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What energy on that person.
Oh, she's got so much. And then Jackie that hangs out with her, too.
Oh, my God. If you could bottle her.
And Abby.
Oh, of course.
Yep.
Yeah.
The whole Fluke crew.
That's great. Yeah, see, I love hearing this. Like, this really is like, this isn't just a community. These people are like family.
Yeah. And then Slow Boy, we love them all so much. Like, they just bring such joy to our heart. And like, whenever we see them, it's just like, oh my gosh, hey.
And throughout the years too.
Now, Fullerton Loop, that's outsider area, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
I think I've seen that stuff before. So you guys hang out with him a lot, or?
We see him. We'll see him every once in a while out there, and then of course, at all the functions, and then
Christmas in July.
Yeah, Christmas in July. I didn't get to go this year, but the previous ones, just love watching everybody and seeing everybody.
It's amazing to hear you guys talk about it, and it's
fun.
For me to hear that you guys are hanging out with all these huge content creators. And it's like, because you guys breed them out there. It happens.
It's really great to watch all of them, watching Tony, that's what got me out in OC to find all these places, and then watching Alan, and then, who else is, I could name off a bunch of others, MTV Raging, Segment,
Yeah.
It's it's nice to know there's trails out there, but to pre-ride through their rides, that was a great thing to have and use as a tool.
So many times we just sit together and we watch their YouTube videos. We're like, oh, let's go try this trail we've never been. Like, let's go pull up so-and-so's podcast. And, then we watch their stuff. So.
Oh, that's amazing. So how did, I'm wearing my own shirt. You're wearing your, look at that. Who wears a shirt with his own face on it? Idiot. But how did that, well, no, that's a lot better than this goofy looking thing. So how did that come to be? Where did that name MTV Fair come from? Who came up with that, and who came up with the design?
So our lovely children, pardon us.
There's a helicopter, folks. If you're listening on your Spotify.
Just patrol the forest.
Yes, I had a very shocking come to meet the family type of deal that happened early on. These kids, they were so cute, they were so cuddly, and then quite quickly my life became entwined with theirs, and as time got more comfortable with them and me, then another side of these young personalities came out. Hence the name, these ferals.
Oh, that's
so then Cody would ride with us so much, and then we started joking because the family joke was we're the ferals, So then we started, kind of like, oh, what about MTB ferals, and that became our Instagram page. And then we would ride all these different groups, and then we rode with Rick and his boys, the A.A. boys, and we were at a autism ride, and they went around to all these influencers, Tony, Alan, and so many others, including Austin himself, and these kids are asking for stickers. Yeah. And Manny. And then they come around to us and they're like, where's your we'd like a sticker from you. And I'm like, what? We want a sticker from you.
We don't have a sticker.
We want a sticker.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, the next thing you know, we asked our daughter, she's the one who drew it, and then we made it a sticker, and that was kind of like the running thing in the beginning. We would see all our fellow people in community and bike out there, and sticker exchanges would happen.
I love the sticker exchanges. It's like mountain bike, like baseball cards. You're like, oh, where's your sticker? Let me have your sticker. Here's your sticker.
Yeah,
I'm looking for mine right now.
If you see in our cars, they are plastered with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sticker game. I just thought it was funny. Like when I first started.
They're all behind you.
Yeah, but I had yours.
We have some of your stickers on the car.
I've got. Ooh.
Yeah.
And did you get one of these?
Yes, I actually use it all the time.
MTB
bike bag.
This is actually upsetting me because I had a bunch sitting out because I was going to do the plastering of the new ones that I got out at Sky Park, and I cannot find them right now. That's gonna I'm not gonna sleep tonight because I have.
We should have mailed you one out.
80. I have them. I mean,
we collect stickers. Send them our way. You see us stickers
somewhere here. But it's funny. Like I was like, oh my god, I'm 50 years old. I'm collecting stickers, and I love it. I love it now. It's one of those things that you get to have a piece of something that. Yeah. You like, I don't know how to explain
like
it better.
Like a memory from meeting somebody, and you're like, hey, that was that one time we went on that one trail, and
yeah, it's so cool to be like.
Yeah, we went to Downeyville.
I rode to Downeyville. That was fun. Planted a sticker out there in the nature on the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, is that bridge?
Sticker bridge.
I love the sticker thing with the up at the top of the world.
Yep.
The water thing.
Big water tower. Yeah. And the increasingly larger stickers.
Yeah, I know.
Brett Hall.
Those stickers are like this big.
Brett Hall with the unspoken sticker that was the size of a bath mat. I did a video. I was just like joking, like if anyone can find the unspoken sticker here, it's like, folks, if you don't see it or go on to somewhere, it's literally huge. This is upsetting me now. Sticker I have because I have a bunch of them from when I was out there. It's not about me. It's about you guys.
Yeah.
So who, again, sorry to back up because I got on a tangent. Who created the bunny?
Our daughter.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So our daughter, she does graphic design, sculpture. Like she's the artist. Like she loves to like do artwork and be on the computer, and she doesn't really go outside much. Like she's not the nature person. She loves the computer and the graphic design and the sculpting, and so she designed our logo.
So now we're gonna get ultra cheesy. Yeah. So I call her Bun Hun. She calls me Hun Bun. Yeah. And then we kind of made, bun names for our children too.
Bud Bun.
Bud Bun is the son, and Slug Bun is our daughter. Yeah. So this bunny, terminology started the image. Yeah. So it's kind of like a rabid rabbit, a feral rabbit, if you will.
Feral rabbit.
So that's what the image is of.
But yeah, my teeth hurt after the Bun Hun and that's too sweet. That's really adorable.
I mean, you guys kind of did the same thing with your names. You got Q&A and TNA.
And TNA. Yeah, well, I'll get cheesy here. She's got a nickname too. It's Monkey. She's a little monkey. You guys just talk. I'm gonna look for your sticker. No, it's one of those things. Once it gets in there,
you're like, I gotta find my sticker collection I got at Sky Park.
Well, no, because I had a bunch of them that I was gonna do a little sticker thing. That's upsetting.
I remember the Ride and Shine before, and I pointed you out to my wife, and you were like right there on the corner, and all we had to do was just walk up to you, and we didn't.
Well, because we're just like, oh.
What?
No, this time around, we're like, nope, we're mobbing them.
That's what's great about that whole thing is, and I'll get to that event.
It's a Donnie Darko-esque.
Yeah, it does. It
kind of is. It's so welcoming. Like here I am, I'm flying out from Miami, and I get there, and it's just there's so much. There's so many people, and you want to just say hi. It's an amazing thing.
That's every day at work for me.
Wow. Well, do a lot of people come still? Like a lot of.
We have a lot of locals. We have a lot of regulars. Yeah, they're still showing up. This weekend was a function called King Selwyn's birthday. Yeah. They also do like a Renaissance type ordeal throughout the whole weekend. So there was turkey legs, going off, and then Specialized was out today too with their stump jumper and their status, and then they had various models of both, so people were riding all day, and it was great. My hard time is because now I'm the closer, and it's like, oh, guys, sorry, it's 6:00. You got to go.
I got to go home, guys.
I got to go home too. 5:00 today was the shut off, and it was just like, oh, what trails are you doing? How do you close down? I'm like, I'm going to tell you, but if you see the ribbon across the trail, that means your time's up because I got to go.
Yeah.
So I'll let them know. I'll ask them what their favorite trail is. I'll try to, be a little bit lenient there, but 5:40, I had to be out here on the road just to make it right in time.
Like everybody off the trails.
So Sky Park, Ride and Shine, Adam Mock. How did you get involved in that this year? How did
just attending and knowing Adam from the previous rides. His first group ride was our first group ride.
Yeah.
Oh, so wow!
That was the first one we ever attended, and it was his first one that he ever threw.
Oh, wow!
And we just show up. That's all we do. Whenever there's a ride, we would just show up. And we got to know people. They knew us. And we kind of stick in the year, I guess. I don't know.
Well, and Adam's such a great guy. He's so awesome to talk to, and for a while there, I was, my daughter went through some, mental health stuff. And so the last Ride and Shine, not the one that just happened, but the one before that, I was able to get a lot of resources for her and just talk to him about, just like, I don't know, like a lot of like coping mechanisms and just like how people perceive things. And
yeah.
And then I just said, hey, if you guys need anybody or, want us, we're here.
Yeah. And Adam Mock, holy cow. He's an amazing human being.
He's like the best human ever.
There's
like
gotta
seriously.
be something dark we can get on him.
No way.
No.
Him
and Mark, they're like the Deadpool and Wolverine of mountain bike community.
I love that. So amazing. Whoa, what is your camera doing? That was wild.
Yeah.
I keep hitting the table with
I would have zoomed in on you. But
I swear it's not earthquakes.
It went like that, and then that was fun.
Goodness.
We're
getting vertigo here.
Teddy was that the one I went to? That's crazy because that was my first group ride too.
Yeah, so Teddy was actually filming it for Adam, and we met Teddy there too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go on the YouTubes and look that one up.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, we got to find some dark stuff on those two guys.
No way. I don't think it's possible, honestly.
Like there's got to be something.
You might find a night ride. That's about it.
Right? There you go.
The Deadpool and Wolverine of MTB has to be the absolute highest honor. I don't know if you've seen it yet. Have you seen it?
No. We wait for it to stream. We don't get out
That's
much.
Me now. I used to be a movie critic, and that's me now. I wait for it to stream.
Oh yeah, me and AMC had a very tight relationship. I'm just one of those people who I love going out on a matinee, and overstaying.
Before we got together, he'd go to movies all the time, and I'd watch a bunch of his stuff that he would talk about with the movies because he'd go every single week to the movies.
Yeah. Oh wow, I was a movie critic for so many years, and then COVID killed it. And I
didn't even know that. That's so cool.
Yeah, I was on TV for many, many moons.
Oh no, kidding.
I just decided to.
I'm gonna have to deep dive that.
Right.
Yeah. It was a part-time gig. I'm actually a videographer for a TV station, and then this goofy mug, they were like, "Oh, you want to do something for us?" I was a movie critic for 20 years.
That's so awesome.
And now I can't go to a theater.
What is it that takes you away from the movie theater?
I don't know. COVID made it so much easier to just do like he does, wait for it to stream.
In the comfort of your own home where you could pause it, go grab a snack.
Or go to the bathroom and not miss a crucial
Especially
part.
if you're watching Revenant or what is the latest one? The Flowers Over the Moon. Killers of the Flower.
What?
The new DiCaprio one.
Oh, anything Leo DiCaprio means
we're talking 3-hour movies. It would just be hard.
And
nobody does matinees. Before you would have the matinee in the middle of the movie, and that gave the crowd to go back out. Go grab something. Let's all go to the.
No, and it's rude. 3-hour movies is rude. Where do you get off? Thinking that you give me $1.45 at the top. That's the top. If it's a good horror flick, though, I'll do two. Snacks, potty, and pause button.
Yeah. It's the next. It's the actual Netflix and chill. Snacks, potty, and pause.
It really is. I thought that's what that meant. Netflix, and you're chilling at home. That's how old I am. I didn't know what Netflix really meant.
What it actually.
Yeah, I'm no. Yeah, I'm chilling.
What got you out on the bike?
What got me on the bike?
That's a good question.
Oh. Funny, I thought it was my podcast. No, you know what it did? I was biking, just to bike out on the street just to get me out and exercising for a really long time. I was fit back then. I was riding 40 miles a day, almost 6 days a week. And a buddy of mine, I had changed jobs, and a buddy of mine goes, "Oh, do you like riding bike?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I ride a lot, actually." He goes, "Mountain." And I'm like, "We're in Miami. You mountain bike." So he took me, and I took it was funny. I had a hybrid bike back then, slicks, no suspension. I ended up getting knobby tires and a Rock Shock Judy. It had 80 millimeters of travel.
Oh, wow.
It's a white and red, and it's just a coil inside. And I got hooked. I was like, I love getting the bike dirty. Like this
I saw your last riding video. Yeah, that was cool.
It's sounds like a rough ride.
Yeah, back then, yeah. I mean, I just literally like 2 years ago went full suspension. Because
night and day, right?
It's crazy. It's so my body it doesn't hurt as much anymore now.
Oh yeah.
Cody learned
I
on
had a hard tail forever. Up until 2 years ago, I was just like, well, it works.
Yeah.
My friend, up until he passed away a couple years ago, he was riding V brakes on a hardtail.
Oh wow!
And it just I mean, yeah, it's technical stuff down here, but we're not bombing it like you guys. So, but it feels better to have the full squish.
Oh yeah.
I think you did really well at Sky Park. I was riding with you. I'm like, you're shredding.
No, I'm horrible. I'm horrible mountain biker. It's so funny. But I love it. It's so much fun. You pushed me, man, though. That was great. I love that people call it the toilet bowl. It's more like a wave to me.
Oh, so much fun.
I went first with MTB. Where which ones? Socal MTB.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I had done it. I did it last year, but then this time they were like, "Hey, we want to ride with you." So my first trail was that.
Oh wow! You didn't even warm up. You just
didn't warm up to it. So I went down it, and I
awesome.
took it too low. You got to ride that thing high. So, but I had a blast. But back to you, because nobody wants to hear me.
We want to hear about you.
Well, do you have any more questions? No, I'm just kidding. I want you guys. So this year at Sky Park at Ride and Shine, you guys were actually a part of it.
Yeah.
What made you want to do that, or as introverts as you say you guys are? What was that like for you to actually do that and open up?
Oh, it was really.
It was
hard,
a missed opportunity from last year.
I don't know. I was scared. I was really scared. But,
so last year they were actually asking for volunteers, and so she had spoken up about it, and at that time, they were on a time crunch, and then this year, before it started, that's when Adam talked to us, and he's like, "Would you like to come on it?" And of course it's mental health, and that's why that part of it was, for me, it was physical and mental health, because it was rehabbing my knees. And, the mental part of it, I explored it just as it, developed. The more when I first rode, I rode solo. Anywhere that I went, I rode solo.
Yeah.
She was my first group ride. Her and my son.
A good one.
There, took them wherever I wanted, wherever we went, we just rode together, and then, we would just meet people, and then we got into watching videos and joining groups, and that's what, kind of blossomed out of that. My reason was, a different reason for her reason. I got her into it, and she saw, oh, she's all about the scenery. I'm about the tech.
Like, wait,
she's all about the scenery. And then, the tech came in a little bit later for her.
He's like, "Man, I want to ride. Let's go." And I'm like, "Wait, there's a flower. Wait, hold on. Look at that.
Let me get the picture."
And it wasn't about taking selfies or anything like that.
No.
It was just being out there, quieting the mind, the wind on the trails. The occasional highs you would see, especially like in Irvine Park. It's so, so vast. You can run into people, and then you can actually take off on different routes and not run into anybody.
Yeah.
And then it did definitely turn into that for me too. Like at first it was like, let's do the scenery and the pictures, and then like the whole thing with my mom when that happened. I just I needed to be out there and in my space for writing, and just zoned in and just not having my heart shattered everywhere. So it felt really good.
But what was that like to open up in front of all those people? It was just you felt like it was important to get out, or was it
I did
therapeutic
because
for you?
I just felt like, I don't know, death and dying is like a real thing. It's so visceral, and like, and losing your parent and
Yeah,
like your matriarch of your family. And everybody has their parents, and like a lot of people don't really like to open up and talk about death and dying, and
it was a tough
being
one.
able to like accept it and like keep carrying on, and not completely lose yourself. And
Yeah, so it was like a quick recap, because especially, along the question lining, we got into it because we had something to express, and what we expressed was basically, our story too. We had she had a death in her family. Amongst that, right afterwards, we had a personal, mental thing happen in our family too,
Mhm.
and we were tackling subjects one right after the other. Then we transitioned from moving, from apartment to a house, and then we're growing as a family, and staying in our community. Son goes to troop, daughter's very involved with her art class, and then we reached a point where we didn't want to spend everything on just renting, so that this was another part of what we wanted in our life, the calmness of the crest line, being up on the mountain, and expanding that to and exposing that to our kids, so mental health, physical health, finding the right place. We love our community down the mountain,
Yeah.
but we don't miss anybody because this is where they come to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when we started talking with Mark, and it was kind of hard to just, everything happened to us, and but people are going through the same thing, which he explained. So telling our part of the, our mental health story, helped us, get it out there, for somebody else who may want to, listen to this and might be going through the same thing. Everybody has lost a family. Everybody has trouble, dealing with something, and
or even being single and lonely.
Yeah.
And finding that common
and
interest.
finding common interest, and getting that person out there with you, her wanting to ride with me was amazing because, like I said, she started on an XC with me, and she rode for a full year until we got her full suspension, electric bike, and then we were just went everywhere, we just went out further, Marshall Canyon, which is like North LA,
Wow.
we even took a trail out in Vista, just to do North San Diego. And then of course San Clemente with dog park, so many
cool
places
trails
to go. Then we had the opportunity to take a vacation, and we planned to hit many spots going all the way up north, and once again, family tragedy,
yeah, then my dad passed, and we
so
ended up turning that
we
into a
still were able to utilize our trip, but it was just a life celebration of life at the end of the trip. But through it all, little biking on the way up, a little biking on the way down, and
I just think that's amazing what you guys do together, that you get to share that, like that same, and I hate using this word, but I know it's a word, the same, share the Stoke together. Like it's not like he does it and you don't understand it or something. It's this actually has helped you both through these times that you said.
Mountain biking saved our
there
soul.
is only one great divide in this story. She doesn't like to wake up early.
You and me, sister. You and me.
It's so hard.
I don't want to wake up at the crack of dawn and get out there.
I want to sleep in.
What's up, Trip?
No, Mr. Pimp in the house. And JT Dusty Dutchman says, "What's up, fam?" He's got a little ride coming up soon, a content creator ride. Yeah, I don't like mourning people. A good friend of mine, A.K.A. Run Bike Mike Mitchell, he's posting videos like, it's 4:45 and I'm about to hit the trail. And I'm like,
oh, what?
what the
Not 5
is
yet?
wrong with you?
No.
Yes, my buddy.
And then, you know, I would try to broach, oh, I could leave earlier, you know, and you guys could follow later. And no,
No, and then
we leave as a family.
When I was at Sky Park, just getting up to get to the park at 9, I was actually one of the first people there that day. And I was like, what am I doing? So not me. I don't ride so much because of that morning stuff, and it's too hot here. It's too hot here. You guys
Well,
have,
that's why everybody
opening
wants to
trails
get out
fun.
so early because it's not as hot in the morning, you know?
yeah.
Especially now over here, you know, we're seeing like 96, you know, down the hill.
Yeah, it was 109 the other day when I was driving up the mountain. I'm like, oh my gosh, it made me so grateful for living up here. I got up here and it was like 84.
It's
We're just still hot, but not as bad.
I think today's
Rick's like
72.
early in, early out, baby. Early in, early out. It's just the heat right now is too much for me. That's why I was on a boat today. It's not the heat though, and it truly isn't the heat. It's the humidity here.
Oh yeah,
like 88%. Like I'll walk my dog
breathing
tonight.
hard.
I'll come back drenched. I love that.
We only had a couple days of humidity out here, and it was the first time I complained about the heat. Most of the time, if it's a dry heat, I'm not even bothered with it.
So when you're riding in the humidity, does it like affect your breathing or like?
Yeah, it actually feels like
you're
breathing underwater.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, it's horrible. It's stifling, if you will.
You overheat real fast.
Yeah. I don't know how to word this because I'm not very bright. What's your favorite part of riding? Like with each other, because you said you were a lone wolf there for a while.
Oh yeah.
Do you look forward to those moments of sharing? And this is for both of you.
Oh yeah,
like
all the time. The first thing is I always have to ride behind them. You know, that's just where I ride. That's you know.
Is it the view?
I was gonna say that. That's part of it. Yeah. But you know, it's just great to watch them progress. You know, I was already teaching them how to ride before I started, doing instruction at Sky Park. And it's just, that's what I like to do. You know, I ride with my son. I like to watch him progress. I ride with her. I like to watch her progress. You know, the more we get out to ride, and share this, that's just better for us, and it's like, they can go on their own. I can go on my own still. Rarely happens, only if it's due to like work schedule. But, most of the time we just like to all go out at the same time.
Yeah, that's my favorite part is when I go out and it's with Ed and Cody. And then Ed and Cody get to ride together. And it makes me feel really happy in my heart because it's something my son loves to do. And then he loves to do with my son. And it's just really great watching them have fun together and just progress and go fast.
And if someone's missing, they're always asked after.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Cindy? Oh, she didn't ride today. Where's Cody? Oh, he didn't ride today.
And that's happens now because everything's on the weekends and he's always working. So they're like, "Where's Ed?" I'm like, "Oh, he's in Sky Park. He's working."
Thank you.
Ed's the best.
Maddie's a good kid. Question: there was a dog noise.
Neighbors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought we could bring
in
the
our
dog
backyard.
Yeah.
Love it. Look at this
nice little view. Oh, is that a thing?
Well, we put the sheet because there was the sun right there.
Oh, that's right. The sun was there.
That's okay.
Not there anymore, but
yeah. We have hummingbird feeders behind us, so you hear a.
We do have 2 dogs, but they're pretty quiet.
Ferals of a flock fly together.
Yeah.
Teddy Parker. We got Trail Monster's still in here, I think. He's talking. He's going to a movie. Maddie, have you ever ridden with Mr. Pimp? You've ridden with Mr. Pimp.
I believe so. Yeah. I meet a lot of people. It's hard for me to put names and faces, the more frequent I see somebody, then the more, it sticks. I'm always saying hi, and everybody's saying hi back. The day of Ride and Shine, it was like I had this stave right there next to the jump session, and I would take a small video as everybody was passing by, and the contestants are like, everybody knows you here. I'm like, kinda.
Oh, that's, and it's funny that you bring that up, but no people's name. I know people's handles,
Right? Or we
it's,
know helmets and bikes.
or
We don't
no,
wear name
their
tags.
handles, their Instagram handles.
Or that. Yeah.
That's what I know. I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, you're, and a lot of people have their names, but like I'm MTV Q&A. Not everyone knows me as Johnny, but hey, we got New Zealand in the house. Octo Dad, Marty, what's going on, brother? Thanks for hopping in. It's like,
Yeah, I see his name quite often on your videos.
yeah, he's a great kid. He's got a bunch of cows and a lot of land, and he's a mountain biker. This is like a pair. This is like a couple. Cyndi, did you ever think you would get into mountain biking, or did you know that this was something that he was passionate about?
Ever did I ever think I was going to go outside and be in the sun and expose my flesh to the sun at all. Like, I was considered a vampire from all of my family. I just did not go outside in the sun. Like, I'd go to the beach with the hat and the towel and the long sleeve everything. And well, I'm still long sleeve everything, but I just did not go outside when it was sunny outside.
But that's so funny. She's just no sun,
No.
burn. But and Ed, was it something? God, I'm horrible at this. It's so late for me.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I'm having a blast here. It's just my brain isn't there. When she got involved in was something that you were passionate about, and Cyndi, back to you again. Did you want her involved in it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, and I don't mean that in a derogatory
yeah.
way, but like, this is my thing, and then she got into it, and it's like, now she's into it, and you guys are having fun together.
I didn't care if it was a ride around the park or ride around the house, up the street and back. The more we went out, the more she liked it, the more she wanted to do it. The more trails we rode, the more she wanted to ride more trails. And then, equipment had to change, protection had to change. One time, sorry to blow you on this one. We were riding in at the Fullerton Loop, and like I said, not only do I like to ride behind my family, I have to ride behind my family because anytime I'm ahead, something happens behind.
Oh,
so one of our first early rides, I'm just thinking about riding, so I kind of cut loose. I get ahead of her, and part of the trail is on street. So there is a dirt sidewalk, then there is zebra road, and then of course to get back up to the dirt, you have to hop a curb. For me, it wasn't even a thought. I bounced the bike and I'm up and over the curb. Yeah. I had no idea what happened behind me. I hear a crash. And, several days later when we're recapping, she basically tried to do the same thing I did, except when she popped, she knuckled right into the curb and toppled over.
OTB.
Yeah. OTB.
So that day we got her more pads. We got our full face helmet. Our protection level goes up with our ability.
Oh, I think that's hysterical. You like riding, but you're like, I have to follow just to see what's going.
And I get used to riding that close to her too. So if I were to ride with you or any of my other buddies, I'm just naturally, I have to be right there, and it's unnerving for some people.
It's like, go, bro.
Yeah. It's annoying, isn't it, Cyndi? It is annoying, isn't it? He's like rubbing your tire. I hate that. I would never ride with you.
No, I don't rub tires. I don't try to, psych anybody out, I'm just, I just, it's from riding behind her, I just
he goes through so many breaks. I think he needs a brake sponsor
No.
because he's like always like behind me going so much slower. So he does go on Ed rides because he goes way faster than me.
Yeah.
My ability, I can go faster than her. I can go farther. You know, it's just, I just love riding with my family, watching my son. My son's the jumper. I'm not the jumper. You know,
Yeah,
I
he
like
shreds.
drops. I like rock. I like, waterfalls, just anything that'll, that'll challenge me, and I have the bike to do it, 180 front, 180 rear.
Yeah.
I typically ride with the original wheel set that came with it, same tire setup too, 2.8s in the front, 2.8s in the back, butchers. Wow. And it's just like, it handles everything.
Are you still doing the mullet right now?
No, not yet. No. And then I have another set too that's more lighter and more plateful. It's 2.4 in the front, 2.5 in the back, and it's a mullet setup, but it barely fits on my bike. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like, no, you need to change forks. I'm like, nah, just fit it in there. Don't worry about it.
And then he says he doesn't jump, and he totally does.
I can, but it's a calculated risk.
I can't. Marty wants to know, since he's in New Zealand, what bikes do you guys have? You're
Cyndi is on a 2020 Live.
Embolden E+.
Embolden E+.
Okay.
I've been riding the same bike since I met her. It's a 2018 Specialized Kenevo Troy Lee Edition. So nice. It's got all these flashy colors, being the Troy Lee Edition, and it was it's the Enduro e-bike for them. So that's what it came with. A 180 Lyric in the front, and then it came with a 180 Olin's spring in the back.
You hear the neighbor kids in the background.
I'm saying, you turn the camera around. I want to yell at them. Your camera keeps doing this.
I don't know why it's doing that. I downloaded this app that makes you be on the.
Oh, okay, because Will move his hand.
It's going like this.
We're not touching it.
We're not even touching it.
It's awesome. Don't do a thing.
We're we're not having.
It's a poltergeist video filter.
The crest.
I love a couple that rides together. It's so much fun to hear how Ed likes the view in the front, or just watch.
I just love riding with anybody that comes up too. We'll see our friends, and it's like, can you ride with us? I'm like, I patrol behind you.
Yeah.
Now, Cyndi, do you have a lone rides? Do you have your moments?
So on the weekends, because he's working, I go there on the weekends and have tons of lone rides. So I do tree line and dark forest and sleigh ride, and yeah.
Oh yeah, we did dark forest. What's the one after? What did we do? I was riding with you and the Women's Mountain Bike Network.
Yeah, so we did sleigh ride to playground, and it was so dusty. You hated it. You're like, I hate so much dirt.
I was the playground. Yeah, that was. I get it. If you know,
it's good if you're in the front.
Yeah, it was really dusty. What was it? Rick here. So watching the kids progress is so rewarding. My 9-year-old Link is the best riding partner.
Exactly.
I see. I don't have that. I don't. Oh. I wish I could watch it. Hey, kids. It's so cute though, because it's only 7 o'clock there.
Yeah, it's 7:10. I mean, we could go around the side of the house.
No. You stay right where you are, Missy.
We'll give you a tour of the backyard.
It looks like they're jumping on the trampoline over there.
So that was one of the things, we just happened to, get lucky again. We found this house. She fell in love with it. And then we're amazed by all the neighbors that we have here.
I had no poker face when I saw this house.
If you saw our post from today, we have been digging footings for our driveway. And our neighbors helped us 100%.
They were here all day. I think actually
we still have
our neighbors still out front.
We still have one neighbor up front.
Still working on your driveway?
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
They're like the best humans ever. Like, honestly, we won the lottery with our neighbors. They're so sweet and so kind.
That
And
area is just beautiful. I mean,
And we've had projects where, other people have had projects and we jump in.
yeah.
The last winter, it wasn't as bad as the previous one, but still, there were some neighbors that still needed help. And we went out there. We had our shovels in tow.
Yep.
This year we're ready. And we
We're
got
ready
our
with the
snowblower.
I was with who? What? They were talking about a big snowstorm that happened.
Oh yeah, that was the year before we moved up. It was like actually a few months before we moved up. They had the hugest snowstorm. It was like the house we actually currently live in right now. The snow was like up to the roof, and like they had like these little like trenches that they dug out so they could walk between the houses, and they had to get on each other's roofs and like unbury the snow because it was actually cracking the inside of their supports of their ceilings.
I heard the actual lake froze.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like
and they lost
all
their
the way almost to the middle. Like all the boats were messed up.
Their roof caved in.
Wow.
It was
and
crazy.
They just barely opened like a couple months ago.
I think it was April.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you get to ride mostly year round there, right?
Oh yeah.
And they even let you sometimes ride in the snow.
Oh, I gotta ride this now.
Snow riding.
I guess that would be kind of fun. You get some fat tires.
Yeah.
Well, no, not well. For me, it's easy, but for them, they were on regular trail bikes. We rode Cody his first bike ride at Sky Park was a rental, and it had snow.
Snowy, yeah.
Wow. So we had snow on the
ride.
side.
Yeah.
It was sleigh ride too.
Yeah, we were doing
sleigh ride. It was a little muddy here and there.
Literally doing. That place is so great. And I know it's your work. I want you to talk about work. You're at work or you're off. But hey, Rick's coming in April down here. Yeah, brother, let's hook up.
Yeah, what kind of trails do you guys have in Florida? Do you have like made trails or pump tracks? Or
I'll have to show you those. Yeah, I know the video. So
you used to have a little thing called Virginia Key. It's 8 miles from my door to the trailhead. I think what's her name? Heather Munive.
Yeah.
Made a really good video there. She's from down here, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We just know her from up here. Yeah.
Hand up gloves, right?
Yeah. I met her at what do you call it? Alligator trails. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys don't have sand traps. You have alligator traps.
Yeah, we got alligators. No, Virginia Key is I've been riding that for many, many moons. Medi says Virginia Key is the Sky Park of Miami.
Oh, really? Nice. Wow.
A lot of wooden features. We don't have the up and down, but
I want to
go. A lot of technical.
I want to go. That sounds awesome.
I got an extra bedroom right here.
All right. Hey, that's nice.
There's one that I fell back in love with is Olita. It's just where I first learned, and I hadn't been there in like 20 years, and then I went back, and it was just like the nostalgia of riding it again. It's not very difficult or anything like that, but it was just like that fresh scent of like, this is where it all happened for me. I don't know if that's you have.
Do you get involved with any of the if they trail build or anything like that there too?
Gosh darn it. No, and
just asking, yeah.
Oh no, and I feel bad. There was actually a trail cleanup today, but again, I was out on the boat. But I've been to a couple little events down here so far. I mean, really, until I started this, that was just something for fun. That was my mental health. That was my go out once a weekend and go to a trail and just ride and clear my head. But since this had started, I've been, handing out the stickers and going to things and doing more. But I am by far, I need to do more. I really want to give back to the community that's given me so much. But it's different. It's not like the community you guys have.
I can see that. Yeah.
It's a little different, or at least I haven't been in it long enough down here.
Sounds like you need to start something. Let's go. Hey, I'm having a group ride. Let's go.
Yeah, there have been group rides, and I've been with the mountain bike chicks, and there's a couple other groups down here that I've gone and have met, but it's so like I feel more at home over there in California.
Well, come on.
I do when I go to Sky Park. I'm like, look at that person.
Yeah, they do volunteer days. The last one already happened like a couple days ago, and they do volunteer days. And riders get to come out early in the morning, help us maintain the trails, and then they get a voucher for lunch for the rest of the day. They get a voucher to come back for a free day. Then, if they bring their bikes with them that day, they get a ride the rest of the day for free.
What?
Then they collect 5 free days. Then they get a year pass.
What?
Yes.
That's amazing.
So we get to see families out there. We've had young kids who are like on push bikes to grandmothers that came out with their family, and they're out there hiking the trails with us and maintaining them. We get to meet new people all the time, and then watch them come back and ride. That's really fun.
Yeah, and that's another thing. And this goes back with Cyndi. I am not a morning person. That thing today started at like 7 a.m. That's not happening.
That's what's great. Sky Park opens at 10.
There you go. Party at Mountain Bike.
Party for her, party for me.
Octodad Marty, thank you so much, brother. I don't want to keep you guys too much. I know he just got home from work and he's probably wants to grub. Get something in them.
I want to relieve my neighbor. That's what I want to do.
I know it's like 10:30 over there, huh?
Yeah, it's about 10:30. But I usually do a rapid fire thing. Can I do some rapid fire questions with you guys?
Sure.
And it's 2 of you. I'll only do 5. Equal to. Okay, first one. Favorite food at Sky Park?
Ooh, the seared tuna at the barbecue joint. It's so good.
Salad.
Yeah,
right?
It's seared ahi tuna salad.
I don't know from that.
Oh,
it's
you
so
missed
good.
it.
It's so good.
That's a really good one.
Where's the barbecue joint? Is it next to the
Billy's Barbecue? Yeah.
It's right across the street from Santa's house.
Oh my God. Now I have to come back. This is the reason why.
You had to walk past it if you went to the bike shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually went and got something out of there.
It's actually the restaurant on the left right before you turn into Ride and Shine.
Son of a.
Because you enter and then all of a sudden the first thing you see is St. Nick's. Behind St. Nick's is the pedal pub. Just above them is the sandwich shop. Just above the sandwich shop is Billy's Barbecue. Just above that is Kringle's, where you get the coffee. And then all the way at the end, next to the dump truck,
he's like, coffee. What?
across the bike shop is the bakery, where they have the most amazing cookies ever.
Wait, what's your
and the
favorite?
birthday cake.
I feel like I don't even know Sky Park, and I've been with twice.
You need
There's
to come
a
in
bakery.
2 days. The bakery's so good.
The Mark Hills cake.
Oh, so good. Yep.
Is that where they got that thing from?
We got one for her too, right after that.
Easily 30-pound cake, folks.
It was so huge.
Densest cake you'll ever. Like I took like 3 bites and I was ready for a nap.
It was so delicious.
What's your favorite food there?
Yeah.
My favorite is the if I'm eating a sandwich by myself, it's the Enduro. But if I'm eating a sandwich with her, it's a Caprese, XC Caprese.
That's a good one.
With bacon.
Yes, with bacon.
Okay. This is why it's not really rapid fire.
Oh.
Get involved. But favorite trail at Sky Park?
Comet.
Tree line.
I want to do the tree line. I want to do the tree line with you. Comet. We're going to work on that, buddy.
I either open or I either close. So I always choose to do Comet to tree line, and then I'll come up bear tracks, and then I'll close whatever is left. When it's the busiest time of the season, we'll have maybe 2 guys close, or sometimes even 3, because we would have Thursday night youth races. So we hate a lot of people for the races. So then we have a lot of people to close down trails. But my first thing out of my mouth is Comet, and then if it has to be a second choice, I'll finish off a tree line, and then I'll shoot back up a Bear Tracks, which is like a trail that just goes straight up.
Wow.
And that's all I've done.
Bear Tracks. I did that Electric Avenue.
Yeah. Electric Avenue is the other one. Yeah.
That's fun. I didn't know from Bear Tracks. Huh.
Yeah, Bear Tracks is literally straight up, and Electric Avenue is like this.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's a lot of fun. And even with an e-bike, the bridge thing going up that is I saw somebody go up it without an e-bike.
Yep. A lot of hardcore guys, they do it. They're just that strong.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
What they call those Chevrolet legs?
Chevrolet.
Okay, so where are we at?
Arrow's a good one too.
That's the second question.
Arrow's fun. That's just a fun trail.
Yeah.
That's everyone's favorite right there.
Last meal.
But wait, last meal?
Last meal. If you were like on death row or something.
Oh, I thought it was what did we eat last?
I'm like, what did we eat last? I would probably pick manicotti. I love manicotti.
Oh, manicotti. That's good. That's a good one. God, I haven't had that forever.
So good. He taught actually our son how to make manicotti. It was so cute. He got all the shells and taught him how to put the cheese and the sauce. It was so cool.
Can't believe I just did that on camera. Oh my gosh. Oh, if you could be an animal, any animal.
A bear.
Look at this.
I feel like a wolf, but I'm more of a bear.
Total bear.
Yeah.
I want to be a wolf, but I'm a bear.
A feral rabbit.
No, that too.
The lights went on.
Oh yeah, there goes our lights.
Look who just jumped on.
What up, Mark?
Mister, I've been riding all day. Mark Hill, the segment popping on. Look at you. So okay, you're a bear. What do you, Cindy?
It'd probably have to be like a bird of some sorts.
Bunny.
Bat.
A bat. That's perfect right there.
Well,
That's
you
exactly
didn't like
it.
the sun for a while there. You didn't like the sun. Okay.
During the day, it's a bat jumping like a bunny,
That sounds like a cool combo.
Oh, JT's still here. What's going on, brother? I can't wait to. Anywho, okay, last one. Favorite movie quote.
The favorite movie quote?
Yeah, get a movie quote.
Fly pelican.
Gonna be over here. What is that? What?
No, it's
Scarface.
Scarface, yeah.
Oh, you know what? I don't think I've really watched
always
that
comes
movie.
out with this one.
Fly pelican.
Fly Pelican. I got to be honest. I don't think I've ever seen that movie all the way through.
What?
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
I live here.
You could definitely stream it.
And I live here. I live where it happened.
Favorite movie quote?
I don't know. I guess what's the one the Yoda says?
Oh,
try or
do or do not.
Do or do not.
There's no, or wait, no, yeah, it's do or do not. There is no try.
Do or do not.
You're doing all
there is no try.
No try.
That was perfect.
Okay, kids. Look,
because that's what I say to the kids a lot.
Mark pops in and he takes over the comment section here. The Bear and the Bat. That's actually like a sick album name.
Yeah.
The Bear and the Bat.
Bear and the Bat.
Ed, Cindy, I can't thank you guys enough for taking your time, especially on a weekend, to come and do this with me. This has been a pleasure.
We appreciate you.
Oh, thank you.
And it was great to formally meet you.
Yeah. Hi. No, it's so great what you guys are doing, and I love seeing you guys do it. And hold on. So stoked they were on the show.
Yeah.
I'm so stoked.
You warmed us up.
Thanks for lubing up the gears there, Mark, for them. Warming them up, lubing up the gears, get them rolling because they're introverts.
Yeah, right. I know. Everybody's like, you guys are not introverts. You're like, I swear, we totally are.
You guys are too much fun to be introverts.
Wait, what was your
thank
food?
you guys.
Your last food what was your last food?
My last food?
I didn't hear that one.
I don't know. Tacos.
Tacos.
Oh, that's solid. That is solid.
Wait, what's your last food?
I'm gonna have to go with crabs.
Ooh, which kind?
Yeah.
Dungeness?
No, I'm a Maryland blue crabber. I'm from Maryland, so
I don't
Maryland
think
blue
I've ever had
crab
any of those.
would have to be my last meal. But everything. You saw me. I'm a big boy. I like it could be pizza and crabs.
Oh, hey, crab topping on a pizza.
Our neighbors, we just had our second annual crawfish boil.
Those are good.
So good.
It was good.
With the potatoes and the corn.
We go to town on that. Yeah. They're like fun because of it's so late, in the season. They fly them from Washington down. One of our neighbors, he skips work so he can make it to the airport and grab them
while they're still alive.
While they're still
wow. There's a lot of crawfish in Washington.
I believe so. That's that's the winter season place to get them.
It was a little too late for Louisiana.
Oh, okay. Ed and Cyndi, you are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
What a great couple. Folks, thank you guys again. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, folks. If you're new, hit the like and subscribe. I didn't have time to write any kind of description this weekend, but I'll put that in tomorrow. And I'll put all their information. Give them a like and a follow. Yada, yada, yada. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now, folks, if you can, it's way too late, but if you can, go get your bikes dirty.